Hello everyone, my name is Christian, welcome to my hobby blog. So, aside from my review, I guess, this last Friday, I haven't been uploading all that much, but I've been doing plenty of buying in the meantime to try and have more stuff to review, more director blind spots getting filled in, more genre movies, all of that. As you can see up top, along the, I guess, box set row, I've been getting a lot of box sets done. So I've been diversifying my collection. That's one way to describe it. I did a count just now, and it ends up I've gotten 25 new releases within the last days. First, I did an Orbitdvd haul like last week. I got that in really quickly. Orbitdvd is absolutely amazing. I love them. They have everything I want in terms of Region B. So I'm always buying from them for my Region B needs. But I had a haul from them, and then I did the Factory Corman Shout Factory sale, which I'm happy to say that I got almost everything I wanted from that sale. And it carved out a huge portion of my wish list from Shout Factory. And then I did the Easter Arrow sale, in which I got 16, 17 titles from them. So that's what the bulk of this haul will be, but I'll be going in chronological order. I still have the Blue Underground sale on the way, which I got like 10 movies from there. I still have the Vinegar Syndrome monthly package coming, which it feels like it's been a long time since I've done those videos for the March package. And the April one, I just got a shipping confirmation today that it's coming. So I am very much looking forward to that. I've been in a dry spell, honestly, in terms of uploads. Those Vinegar Syndrome ones are really easy for me to do, to go through them, to review them, to do whatever. And so during that time in between the package videos, that's when I get to kind of just do whatever that I want. And so it's nice that I have a huge haul here to show off. Because, my God, you can kind of see it when I pull it this way. Oh, let's not. This is on a table. And the table kind of goes up right beneath my sternum. So it's a big one. So without further ado, let's begin. My first one is going to be an Orbit one. I got this completely new. I was very happy to get this. This is a Shaw Brothers movie. This is one I know nothing about. But I saw that it was like a Power Rangers type of movie. And on the front alone, I can feel like, or at least I can confidently say, this gives off serious Power Rangers vibes. And it's Shaw Brothers, so fuck yeah. 88 films release of Inframan. I am very excited for this. When I saw this poster and I saw a clip about it from 88 Films, I guess. This is a new release, as far as I know. And this movie looked absolutely insane. What year was it from? It says here 1977. No. They don't even give a year for this. I don't think. But 1975. Okay. Apologies for that, but I'm so excited for this. There's just not much else to say about it. This next one is a used one I got from them. It's out of print. This slipcover goes for like 80 bucks on eBay, and I got it for 20. So I was very happy. I love that Orbit does not do the really sleazy thing in terms of getting used movies, and they just put it right up with the eBay cost. But this is a Jackie Chan movie. I'm continuing my Jackie Chan, I guess, marathon. This is his movie, The Young Master, with the slip. So I was very happy to be able to score the slip for 20 bucks, 25 bucks maybe at the most. because I looked on eBay before buying this because I was kind of like, I don't really want to buy, 88 films used, especially with the slipcover. Like, I don't know, the slipcover could be cut in half for all I know. But I got it, and I was really happy to see that it's like new. It's as if someone took the plastic off and just gave it back to them and said, hey, I don't like that, actually. And so, yeah, it's Jackie Chan. It's an early one with him from 1980. So one of the movies I was actually going to watch this weekend that was Jackie Chan said, like, after Young Master. And I was like, can't watch it. Yeah, I got to watch Young Master first. So that is my really nice Orbit haul. It's just 2 movies, but I was really happy with the score I did on this. I was not going to pay $80 for this, and that's what it was going for when I looked on eBay. So, on to the Shout Factory Roger Corman sale. Most of these are ones I've seen a long time ago, and some of them I bought because of its reputation. This first one is one I love. It's the first movie with Jack Nicholson. It's a Joe Dante film. If you don't know yet, this is Piranha, the Jaws knockoff that Roger Corman was able to get someone to do. Has Kevin McCarthy in it, who I loved in UHF with Weird Al Yankovic. Comes with Dick Miller. I am always happy to see Dick Miller in a movie. He's in about every single Joe Dante movie. I love Piranha. It's been a very long time since I've seen it, so I don't want to say with the utmost, certainty that this is my favorite Joe Dante, but it's up there, below Gremlins. I think it's above, what is that movie? Shout Select just did a release of them. Explorers by Joe Dante. It's on the shelf right over here somewhere. But yeah, Explorers I think rates right below Piranha. Explorers got kind of fucked with the director producer just walking in and just taking the movie from Joe Dante. But this next one is one that 88 Films just put out, and so I really hope I don't love this movie like a lot, because then I'm going to have to upgrade it to the super nice edition that they just put out. But this is another Jack Nicholson. Oh, from the man who introduced us. Okay. Yeah, not sure who. But this is Galaxy of Terror. I saw this on Amazon Prime, I don't know how many years ago. I remember nothing about it. I love the cover. It's Roger Corman. There's going to be some charming sci-fi elements. But I don't really know anything about it. It's really famous in sci-fi cult circles. But this next one, which I enjoy a lot more, and one I do kind of remember stuff about, but I see now that there's Barbara Crampton, looks like. Which I don't believe for a second. I'll have to rewatch it. But this is Forbidden World. This is one I have seen, and I really enjoyed it. Not enough to buy it, except on really low prices and on discount with like 60% off, I think this one was. It was like $8 or something, $7 on Blu-ray. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'll get it, why not? And so I got it, and I did not realize, but this comes with the unrated director's cut. So I don't think I've seen that one. But I have seen the original cut. But this woman here in the blue, she looks very similar to Barbara Crampton. So if she's in it, I had no idea. But I'm excited for this. There's a lot of movies. I need to go a little faster. This next one is one that I don't know anything about, and I got it on a total whim. I don't know what convinced me, because there's not many people... Oh, James Cameron from Return of the Living Dead is in this movie. That's why I got it. He plays a weird doctor, and I know nothing else about it, and it deals with fetuses. This is the movie The Unborn. Looks like one of those Shout Factory movies that they put out because they had the license to for like $2. Because there's only one special feature on this, not including the trailer, which is a new audio commentary track. So maybe this is an amazing movie. I don't know who Brooke Adams is. If I saw a picture of her, maybe I'd know her. I see a picture on the back, but I don't know if that's her. I don't know. I'll have to watch it later. But, what did I just say? James Cameron. I mean, I read that and I was like, I need more James Cameron in my life. Like, I just need more of his movies. He is such a great actor. I love him a lot in Return of the Living Dead. But, let's move on. Let's not spend too much time. We're at 10 minutes now for a haul video. This is one I got because I have a lot of nostalgia surrounding this movie growing up. I saw this many, many times throughout my childhood. This is Rock and Roll High School, which is a big, I guess, homage to the Ramones, who I was a huge fan of for most of my life. I'm still a big fan of them, just not as much as I was back in the day. But this is another Joe Dante thing. He's not the director of this, but there's a lot of, I guess, Joe Dante regulars in this movie, which I didn't realize. There's Dick Miller, Clint Howard, I believe. He was in, I know he's in Ice Cream Man, but he's in a bunch of weird movies. He's just one of those people that people are just so attached to in terms of, I guess, the cult era. He's like the poster child for that. He was in every movie back in the day. But I haven't seen this movie in 20 years. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's been about 20 years since I've seen this. I remember renting this from Blockbuster, and I had to sneak it, even though it is... What's the rating on this? Is this rated R? No, it's rated PG, so it wasn't much of a, having to, hide it under anything, but I remember feeling pretty, cool that I was able to watch this. Maybe it's not as vulgar as I remember it being, but I was pretty happy that I saw it at 5 years old or whatever. This next one I saw because it looked awesome when I saw the trailer from, not Dawn of the Discs, but, I think it's AGFA. Every day, actually, they post a clip from a random movie out of context. And they posted the final fight scene in this movie, and it looked so bad. This is a sci-fi movie, so we're kind of back to the sci-fi. But, this is Star Crash. Totally not Star Wars. Everything about it looks like Star Wars. They have the guy with the lightsaber. We have Darth Vader. Star Crash, Star Wars. Like, it sounds exactly the same. Go for hyperspace is the thing. Like, everything about this sounds like a, not Lord of the Rings, Star Wars clone. So, I'm excited to finally dive into more the weird 80s, late 70s sci-fi. There's a lot of them, and so I'm really excited to have them. And this is the final of the of the Shout Factory Roger Corman sale. So I got a good hefty amount from them. But this is one that I don't think I know anything about. I'm looking at the cast and crew. James Horner did the music. I know him. John Saxon's in it. And Sybil Danning. Oh, nice. Cool. So this is Battle Beyond the Stars. I did not end up getting the Steelbook, which is a whole new restoration. It's like a 2K restoration, I think. And the reason why I did that is that it was $5 more expensive to get the Steelbook. And I don't do Steelbooks at all. I have 2 steelbooks that I own total. And that is Amadeus and Wolf of Wall Street. Those are the only 2 movies because both of those movies don't have any good releases. I know Wolf of Wall Street is eventually getting an Arrow release, I believe. There's been rumors abound about Wolf of Wall Street. And then Amadeus, I just haven't really looked for any better releases. And that was the one I found for really cheap from Zavvi. Actually, back when Zavvi didn't take a hammer to every single one of your packages when you buy it. And that was the only steelbook that came in like okay. And then Wolf of Wall Street I got from my local used bookstore for like $2 or something on Blu-ray steelbook. So shall we go on to the big boys? This is the Arrow sale. I'm just trying to reorganize what I've shown already so I can properly plan this. So let's just go through. Most of these are first time watches. Two of them I have seen out of the 16, but most of them are by directors who I love a lot. So this first one is one that I got because, oh my gosh, I don't have the book with me, but I feel really bad. But I mentioned him before, but friend of the channel, Will, he recently wrote a book all about Tobe Hooper. And I've been really wanting to read it, but I don't really know anything about Tobe Hooper. And I've only seen Texas Chainsaw, Poltergeist, and like that's it. And so I picked up this movie called Eaten Alive. I know nothing about this. I know there's an alligator that everyone loves. I don't know who is in this movie. I don't know anything about it. I just know Tobe Hooper did it. So I bought it. Again, this haul here carved out a huge chunk of my wish list. I got a lot of great picks here. And I just read here that he got Robert Englund to star in this movie. So that is cool. 10 years before Nightmare on Elm Street. So put that in the stack. This next one I have seen. I loved this movie a lot. It's a great slasher. I wouldn't say it's a good giallo. I don't think it is a giallo. But this is a movie that I wish I got the special edition of. This is Alice, Sweet Alice. I loved this movie when I watched it for the first time recently. I want to say when I was still a student and before COVID. So 2020, well, early 2020 until like 2018, I think. It was in that period where I was at the school library so often. And I shockingly found this in there. And I watched it and I loved it. And I said, I'm going to get that next Arrow sale. And here I am 3 or 4 years later and I finally got it. So I'm happy to have it. It's finally in the collection. This next one I got because I love Song Kang-ho, who is in a lot of Bong Joon-ho films. This is a Park Chan-wook film. This is JSA, otherwise known as Joint Security Area. This is a Park Chan-wook movie. I know I'm going to like it. It has Song Kang-ho in it. So it's going to be great. I mean, I just know it's going to be amazing. And if it isn't, there's going to be something I'm going to love about it. So I'm really excited for this. I haven't seen it. So adding that to the stack. Whoops, I did not mean to kill my mic. I'm going to move it just a tiny bit. Okay. This next one is one that I've just been absolutely wanting to watch. I saw the description about it. It's directed by Yasuzo Masumura, who I've done a review of his on my channel for the movie Giants and Toys. I loved it as I started to kind of realize the significance of that film. And I found this movie that Arrow just put out, so I think I see a booklet in here. I hope so. But this is Red Angel by Yasuzo Masumiro. So this movie is all about wartime and looking at, the surgical medical side of the war, of World War II. I don't know much else beyond that. But I'm so excited for this. There's a new audio commentary track, not with Tony Raines, but with David Desser, who I'm not familiar with. I know Tony Raines a lot more, but he has a fun new introduction that he has filmed for this release. So hopefully that's amazing. Thankfully, the movie's an hour and a half long, so I was kind of dreading that. I was like, oh no, it's a war movie. It's going to be really fucking long. No, it's not. So, moving on to more of them. I've been really enjoying exploring the Western genre lately. And so I picked up a Franco Nero film. Well, Franco Nero starring film. This is Keoma, or Keoma. I keep wanting to say Keorima, kind of like Teorima from Pier Paolo Pasolini. But, they don't say who the director is, really, at all. I'm looking for it, but... Oh, it's Enzo Castellari, who they won't say what else he's done. But I'm sure I've seen a movie of his. His name is recognizable. But it's Franco Nero. Can't go wrong there. I love the cover. Very Western. A lot of gray and orange colors. I don't really have anything to say about this. I haven't seen it. I'm excited for it. Can't go wrong with Franco Nero. So this next one I wasn't originally gonna get, and then someone described it as a David Lynch like nightmare, but from Japan. And so I got To Sleep as to Dream. I heard that someone described it as like, imagine David Lynch got trapped in Japan through like a weird time travel thing after making Elephant Man. And he went on to make Blue Velvet afterwards, I believe. Yeah, because that's how, no? I have the timeline messed up a bit, but he basically said before or after Dune, and he wanted to make the most weird movie ever, which was Blue Velvet for him. In this weird hypothetical, he got trapped in Japan, he went on to make this movie instead. And when I heard it described like that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick this up. And I ended up picking it up immediately. I was gonna wait a while, because this is a brand new release by Arrow. And I just could not say no. I heard it described that way, and I said, okay, I am sold. And as I was going through the Arrow site, I was just saying, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. It got up to a $700 haul, and I brought it down a lot, like more than half of that I took off. And somehow this movie made it through the betting. But let's move on. This next one is a Teruo Ishii film, which I have watched all of the movies now by him, by Arrow. I've watched Blind Woman's Curse, Orgies of Edo, Inferno of Torture, Shogun's Joy of Torture. That threw me off a bit. But the last one I have to watch is this one, Horrors of Malformed Men, which I thought was a sci-fi movie for the longest time, but it ends up that it's just another one of those anthology films, seems like. All about, I guess the Edo period, which he usually does. But he brings back Teruo Yoshida, who was in all his movies that he had done. I'm starting to pick up on the hallmarks and the little things that he has, but I never even looked at this movie for years and years, because I saw the cover and my brain just went, crappy sci-fi, and I never looked at anything again. For some reason, my brain thought this was an alien world, and that this was some giant forested creature coming after our, I don't know, somebody. And so I never looked at it. And it was recently that I kept rereading the backs of all the other Teruo Ishii films. And it kept mentioning this movie. And I was like, okay, like, that's the one with the weird cover, right? I looked it up and I was like, yeah, I have been completely skipping this movie for years and years because I thought it was some sci-fi film. So I feel kind of bad, and I finally picked it up because I had to right that mistake. And so, yeah. I have it now, so I'm going to add it to the stack. This next one is a Western again. This one starring Lee Van Cleef from Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Probably my favorite Western of all time. This is The Grand Duel. Looks just like any other Western. It has Lee Van Cleef, so I'm excited. I've been getting into Westerns a lot more lately. I've always given them a blind eye and never really cared for the genre. But I'm really enjoying the spaghetti Westerns. I still don't like the classic Westerns with, you know, John Wayne or really anybody from that time period. So either way, the spaghetti Westerns have struck me full. But this one's a little wet, so that worries me a lot. But this next one's a recent release of theirs. I think I just accidentally showed it. But this is an old Japanese film. It said that it was the first science fiction film to be made in color in Japan. Yes, in Japan. And so I'm really excited for this. It's I'm trying to find it. 1956. So this is Warning from Space. I love that cover so much. This is one of those later era video releases that nobody talks about, but for those who do talk about, they say they love it. And so I'm really excited for this. It's the same team that did Gamera, which I'll go ahead and give a spoiler, but I was so close to getting those box sets of the Gamera set, the Heisei, and then the Showa era. So I ended up not getting them, but it's nice that I did get some sort of Japanese sci-fi, and the first one in color. So that is Warning from Space. I fucking love that cover. It is so awesome. This next one is the final of the standard editions. Next we'll do the slip covers, and then finally the one box set that I did get. So this is one that I keep forgetting that I have seen. I have seen it so many times throughout my life, and I always forget that I've already seen it. And it was on the third watch recently that I said, you know what? I should own this movie just so I stop rewatching this. It's a really great movie. I love it. But I have seen it so many times. This is Hideo Nakata's. I thought there was an extra ta in there. This is Hideo Nakata's Dark Water. I have seen this so many times. I have rented it from the store. I have watched it online. I have rented it at the school library. I've seen this a million times throughout my life. Because it's written by the guy who did the Ring movie, the original one at least, and Pulse, which I loved Pulse also, which I thought I bought. I guess not. But this movie, I feel bad because this is what sparked me buying it, is that I have forgotten the movie again. Because I watch so many movies, and I'm reading the back of it, and I remember some of it, but I'm really excited to finally dive into this and finally get it in my fucking head. Because I am losing my mind every time I relocate this movie and go, oh, Dark Water, I know that title. Why do I know that title? Oh, it's also written by the guy who did the Ring movies. Like, why do I keep remembering this movie? And then I rewatch it and I'm like, oh, I've seen this movie a million times. And I saw it on the list and I just immediately added it to the cart and I said, don't delete this. And I guess I deleted Pulse from the list instead of that. Which I'm not particularly... I wish I got both. Not to give spoilers, but yes. So, on to the slipcovers. I did get a good portion of them. 3 of which are Japanese, of course. Actually, no, it's not. 2 are Japanese. 1 is Chinese. And 1 is German, I think. Doesn't matter. I'm not looking at that yet. So this is a recent release by them. It's a Shaw Brothers title again. I am really getting into the Chinese martial arts genre. Especially by Golden Harvest, Jackie Chan, Shaw Brothers. Because Jackie Chan originally was going to go with Shaw Brothers. But he made his own studio instead. And so this is the recent release, which I've heard so many great things about. It is directed by King Hu has done A Touch of Zen and Dragon Inn. Both of those movies I loved, which I don't own yet. And so I have, I guess, one of his first movies he ever made. This is Come Drink With Me. I got this one, this cover, because the other ones, I was like, it's whatever, I don't care. They all look great to me, so I ended up taking this one. I know nothing about the film. I know the director, King Hu, pretty well. I know this is one of the most successful of the Shaw Brothers movies. So I'm very happy to have this. So yeah. Come drink with me. I'm going to stack these now on top of... I'm going to show the collection, I guess, of what I got. But I'm going to put that there. Next is one that I've always been interested in. I was going to get eventually anyways. But it was after Cult Flicks Fix 24, otherwise known as Undead Nightmare. He reviewed this, and it sounded exactly what I love about gothic horror films, or at least atmospheric one. And it's from Germany. And so I was like, I have to get this. And I'm so happy that I got a slipcover. This is the movie Sleep. I love the slipcover to this. It looks absolutely amazing. But that cover, I love that cover. Very fairy tale-like. Who protects you when you dream? Not Freddy Krueger, that's for sure. But this is a recent movie. I think it came out in 2021. Yeah, 2021. This release came out this year. So it's only April, but halfway through April. But this movie, I've heard, is so creepy and so atmospheric. And I love both of those things in my horror movies. So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch it. This next one is one that I got because I love... where is he at? Okay, maybe I'm going insane. But this movie I got because I had thought that it was written by... Kaneto Shindo, who had done Onibaba, Kiraneko, all those movies. And I don't see his name anywhere on the back anymore. But at one point, that's where I saw it. This is the movie, The Snake Girl and the Silver-Haired Witch. I did not realize this came with a slipcover, and I love Arrow slipcovers. It is a crime that they don't publish slipcovers with every release. This is another little issue I have with Arrow, and with the insistence upon not doing booklets after like the first 2,000 printings. Why the hell they do that, I don't know. It pisses me off so much. But yeah, that's aside from the point. But this is just a Japanese horror film from the 60s, so I know I'm gonna love it. I love this cover, by the way, of the witch, I guess, screaming over a child, and then I guess this is the snake girl. I guess this is a battle movie between a snake girl and a silver-haired witch. So, I got 2 more titles to show, so I'm going to try to go through this quickly. This is one that I am so excited for. This is a 70s movie, 1981, so it's almost there. But, they say this is the first time this director's work has ever been released in the West, anyway. So I'm really excited for this, but I saw a quick clip, because I don't watch trailers. I watched a quick clip by Era Video when they announced this release, kind of showing, you know, what was in the movie, and it looked pretty amazing. It looked very violent, and this is Sailor Suit and Machine Gun. This is supposed to be a Yakuza film from this, I guess, early 80s. And it has the role of, like, a teenage girl as, like, the main, like, badass. And so I'm really excited for this. I don't know much else about the movie. The director I've never even heard of. Shinji Somai. And so I don't know who he is. It's adapted from a manga by Jiro Akagawa. And so I'm curious about it. I know nothing about it. It says there's a catchy theme song in it, so can't go wrong there. Shall we go into my final movie? This is not a limited edition, which I'm a little disappointed in, but whatever. This is a trilogy that I've been looking forward to for a while now. I've been really going back and forth on it, but it was recently that I found out that the director Kimiyoshi Yasuda not only did the Yokai Monsters trilogy, which is right there, I just learned that he has also done Zatoichi on the Road, which Zatoichi is a series I love. And unfortunately, I don't remember which one Zatoichi on the Road is. All the titles aren't really that memorable. But it's by the same group. This is the Daimajin trilogy. It's a Kaiju movie, which means giant monsters. And so we get a giant statue man. I know nothing really about these movies aside from that's a Kaiju movie featuring a giant statue. And it's directed by the guys who did Yokai Monsters trilogy. And it has... Oh, the director of Tale of Zatoichi and Lone Wolf and Cub, Kenji Misumi, who is amazing. I love his movies. He did the second movie. And then the fourth one, or the third movie, is by Kazuo Mori, who I'm not sure if I know who he is. But this is going to be an awesome set. This is going to be a box set I go through eventually. But that is what I all got. I'm going to try and stack these so y'all can see. So I got all of these. Oh, yeah, those bottom 5 or so are upside down. I'm sorry. But these are all I got in the mail today. It's just out of nowhere. Well, I guess the top 3 I didn't get in the mail today. But everything else I got in the mail. And I was just like, oh my god. Because I was thinking earlier, like, because I've been going through my watch pile pretty quickly. I got a bunch of box sets done up on top. I've been going through all the different individual releases by all these different companies. And I remember, like, thinking to myself over the weekend, like, wow, like, I'm getting through my watch pile. And then I got to my door, like, today, when I was looking, well, I was coming home from work, and I was like, oh my god, like, there was a big box of all the Arrow stuff, and then a smaller box, but still kind of big box, of all the Shout Factory stuff. So, this is really exciting. I'm going to try and knock out even more in my watch pile soon. so that I can start on all these great films. So thank you all so much for watching, and let me know what you got in these sales. I'm really curious. If you have a YouTube channel, I would love to watch your channel and kind of get some ideas from y'all, maybe collaborate, something. So thank you all again for watching, and have a great day.